Hello, everyone. Welcome in. All right. It's Saturday. Let me know how you're feeling. I am probably going to put the recording of this underneath YouTube, so if somebody gets a reading and they want to rewatch it, they can, as well as if I offer healing. So if you're wondering where I am and you're watching this replay somewhere else, we're working underneath TikTok. It's 4 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, and I'm doing my best every day to put my schedule in. Hello, Mandy. To put my schedule underneath my profile. So please make sure you're following if you're interested in catching these readings. We're going to do some free readings today and we're going to do some paid readings, okay? And as always, if you're a subscriber, then you get a free reading every single time, okay? Which is nice. Plus, now on Thursday nights, we're going to do Theta Healing Thursdays. So that's another perk. So let me know, how are you feeling today? What is going on with you? We're going to start with some general messages, okay? And then when my subscribers hop on, I'm going to add them to the list. If you want to do a paid reading, okay, that's $16. So you can pay with the link in my bio. You can use PayPal, and I am going to write down Venmo. That's like the next, I don't have that yet, but that's the next thing I'm going to add. I'm still somewhat new to being here. So again, feel free to share. How are you doing? What's going on with you? All right. I'm also doing a little, here we go. These are our cards. I'm doing a little special this weekend, okay? So it's only $35 for a 1-hour reading, and that's a combination of all my services. Just a little perk to get to know me and just building up a little community, okay? So feel free to pick a number, actually. That's what I feel like doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from 1 to 7, and that'll be your card, okay? And so it'll give us a lot of general messages that will be helpful for other people. Hello, Teresa Power Gadet Collins, welcome in. So if you're looking for a reading, you can pay for one. Also, we're going to do some general free messages here as well. If you're a subscriber, you get a free reading every time, which is great. And I do things a little bit differently in here every time. And I have a little special going on, so you can check out my bio for that info. Doing mediumship starting up on Monday. Wow. So I started my mediumship journey back in 2013. And so now finally I feel ready to take that leap of faith and start connecting to loved ones in spirit, which is great. Even though I've been doing it for a long time, I'm ready to actually call myself a medium. So again, you're picking a number between 1 and 7 if you're interested in a message here. And then that's what we're going to do, okay? So if you're here and you want a message, it'll be helpful for other people as well, okay? So Mark, just pick a number between 1 and 7. V, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, it'll be a general message, but this one's going to be more connected to you, okay? So you have self-mastery, Vitex or Vitex. Okay, so I'm writing down 5 as well. I'm going to put mark 5. Self-mastery. Okay, I like this card. So one of the things that's coming through here for you guys is I'm hearing like spread your wings and fly just a little bit more, okay? And the reason why this is coming through is because I'm feeling like you might be running out of time, you know? And it's not because it's the end of lifetime. Hello, Amanda. It's literally just because, you know, when we have certain ambitious and goals and dreams, we have to act on those things, right? If we have an opportunity right in front of us, we need to take it. And so I'm not sure if this is connecting to you, V, if you feel like you're kind of like seeing an opportunity, but you're hesitating to take it. Again, goal and dream related, but and feel free to put a purple heart in the comments if this connects to you as well. So I'm writing beside you action, right? Action on dreams. I'm hearing kind of like the power of now, right? So when you're fulfilling your dreams and your goals and your inspirations, it's a do thing, right? Because we've been manifesting a lot. Now it's do energy. I totally relate to that right now. I'm really, really working on inspiration. And just seeing if, okay, you do connect. Perfect. Okay, so Mark picked card number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Motherwort, initiation. Oh, very fitting. All right, girl, I'm going to put your name in here as well. Okay. And then we'll hop into you because you're a subscriber. Okay. Um, Motherwort, usually we use that herb to protect our home, but I'm also hearing to protect our land, which is interesting. So I'm kind of feeling like, and again, this is general messages, property might be coming through for you right now as well. It's sealing the deal on something nature or natural based or finances. And I'm also hearing agree to disagree. So you might be feeling like right now you're in an energy where you want to bounce energy off of other people. And when I say energy, I mean like ideas. Like you want to be positive and then other people be even more positive as a result of your positivity. But sometimes that doesn't always happen. Sometimes there's like that negative energy that comes back at us when we're trying to be positive. So be cautious and careful of that. It does feel like relationships or getting wind of negativity that just kind of comes over you. So be more mindful and aware of that, okay? I'm relating to these messages as well. So again, Purple Heart, if you connect to this. Hello, thank you for hopping in. So we're going to transition into girly and then we'll go back into our general messages. You guys can also subscribe or you can purchase a reading or a healing energy session, whatever you like, in my bio. Okay, so girly, what would your question be if you have one, or you could do general, okay? I also have different cards here. Ooh, I just got a little shift in energy with my throat there. So do you have something, girly, that you feel like you need to get off your chest or talk about? Or are you feeling like it's hard for you to trust right now? Why do I feel like that came up for you recently? Are you here, first of all? Really? Are you here? Maybe you're just popping in. So maybe that's somebody else's energy. No big deal. Okay, so 7, accurate readings. Accurate readings, are you there still? Let me know. Would you have anything for me, please? Okay, 1, so it's still going to be general energy, okay? So everybody can relate to the cards, just so you know. So you pick 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, self-mastery coming through again, okay? So we were already getting a message here, more spread your wings and fly, but I'm actually hearing music and lyrics. I'm hearing that song, I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away. So I'm not sure if spiritually and emotionally sometimes you want to run away. Now I'm hearing that Lenny Kravitz song, I want to get away. But everything is talking about flying, right? And so we're meant to raise our vibration and escape in healthy ways, not feel like we need, when our vibration's lower, escape. Um, yeah, so it's important to recognize, and again, general message too, so you're just bringing that out for everybody else. Ignite that flame, right? When you're in pain, ignite that flame. That's what I'm getting. So for some reason we're getting a little poetic here as well, bringing more rhythm into your life. I think about rhythm being flow, but also moving your body. I'm just getting back into my yoga training. I just put up for our membership, and if you're VIP, a very easy yoga practice with like some meditation and healing energy in there for the heart. Okay, so make sure that you're breaking through when you're feeling anger or disappointment or destruction. Okay, and those are things I can help you with. My sessions this weekend are only $35 for 1 hour, and then starting Monday, I'm creating different options for you guys. Those are 70 Canadian, which is awesome for 35 minutes. So I think that'll be easy to just kind of come in and come out with energy, get a little zap of healing, get a little insight, work on it, and come back and work with me, okay? Also, if you're a subscriber, every Thursday now we're doing theta healing downloads in a group setting at 7:15 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Plus, my schedule is in my profile, so you'll get a free reading every time, okay? I've been going through it. Would love some light. Okay. Thank you, honey. You're welcome. All right. So, if you want to pick a number between 1 and 7, just throw it out there, okay? if we haven't worked on you yet, and this will help us with general energy, please continue to tap and like the screen. If you share as well, I'll pull you up a card. How about that? 3. Okay. Feeling really emotional here all of a sudden, okay? Open heart. We were just talking about the yoga for the heart chakra, right? Sometimes when we've been in pain and we've been hurt, and this is where I'm feeling the throat chakra, so SHL, you're bringing this energy out for our people. You know, we don't feel safe to communicate as much, I find. We'll pull into isolation, right? So be cautious and careful if you are the person that's getting that negative whiff of that energy that we were just talking about. And then you're, instead of taking that to fuel you, be like, I'm not letting you do this to me. And not necessarily doing anything to that person, but again, allowing that to fuel your fire and say, you know what, I'm gonna channel this and I'm gonna write a song, or I'm going to become more of my best self. So don't let other people hurt you as much. And obviously, if we're sensitive, we get hurt. But what are some ways that we can start navigating through energy a bit more so we don't have to carry that around with us? So I'm hearing there is a window of opportunity for you, right? As a general message. So, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. If you want to get a reading, then you can kind of see how my actual more sessions are structured, because I'm going to, in that reading, use all of my tools, okay? So I'm not just gonna like give you a general message here. We'll go into your Akashic records and we'll offer any healing as well that you need, which is great. I was gonna do $30, but I thought $16 is just a nice little balanced number, okay? So if you want a message and you haven't gotten one yet, please pick a number between 1 and 7. That's how we're rolling here. But I feel like changing it up to my I self-love ones. So our affirmations. 3, 5, 7. Okay. Hi guys, welcome in. And if you share, we'll pull you up a card too, okay? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I am precious and I cherish who I am. I am precious and I cherish who I am. I am worthy of my own love. I don't have to earn love any more than I have to earn the right to breathe. Damn it. That's what I feel like saying here. You know, caution here is coming through. And again, these are still general messages. So what I'm getting is, if you want to step into your light and be bright, you have to own who you are. Stop trying to become someone who you're not. You are who you are. And so maybe self-acceptance is coming through here for a lot of people. You know, are you trying to pretend to be someone that you aren't? I'm just feeling that. Sometimes we will absolutely transition into like a people pleaser or an accommodator or something like that. I'm even feeling like if you're in the spiritual world and you feel like you need to be all love and light, that's not realistic, right? You're human just like everybody else who's just sharing your gift with the world. And so maybe this is an aspect of just trusting yourself a little bit more, that it's okay to really truly be your authentic self, okay? So really great, beautiful message. Thank you for picking number 3. Okay, we're gonna pick number 5. So if you want to get on the list, okay, are 0 people on that list right now. It's $16, and I'll write your name down. Also, if you're a subscriber, you get a quick little mini reading as well every time I'm live here. And again, I have an amazing special going on right now, just till the end of the weekend. So feel free to get a session with me now. All right, so 5. This is card number 5 here. You're welcome. I am safe and secure in my world. I choose to believe that everyone is always helpful, therefore, wherever I go in life, people are there to help me. I'm hearing surrendering, surrendering, okay? Um, I'm hearing don't lose control, don't lose faith. So I feel like there might be someone in your energy field who is a little bit taxing on you, a little manipulative at times, but it feels like they're not intentionally trying to be that way. And so if you can remind yourself to be the healthiest version of you, you will be less kind of caught up in their kind of problems and emotions. So also ask yourself, why am I spending so much time on other people's problems and other people's energies, right? So pull it in a little bit more to focus on what's weighing you down. Sometimes we just need to um, analyze actually a little bit of why we're doing what we're doing. Yes, I help you in sessions, but it's also important that you're able to analyze that energy for yourself. Okay. So sometimes I'll say, don't overanalyze, but there are times where we need that analytical side. So if you run on that over analytical side, just use it to your advantage right now because of the energy that we're in. Okay. So let me know if that relates to you. You can just send a purple heart. I relate to this as well because we're doing general messages too. I'm going to through a lot this time. I think that's what you're saying, Gurpreet. I feel like we might have had a reading before, and I think you were on my mind last night, if you're the person I'm thinking of. Okay, next person picks 7. Okay. All right. I feel like pulling up 2 cards, so 7 and 8 is coming through. Okay. I am in harmony with all that surrounds me. I am at peace. Someone here needs to laugh. Someone needs to laugh. They need good vibrations and they need healing. Okay? I affirm only the good in my life. So again, this still feels like it's um about money. Um People pulling your energy down at the same time. So like if you're worried about money and you have negative people in your life, boom, you're kind of like ah overwhelmed and stressed, I feel. So this is more the solution to the problem, okay? Because it's important you're feeling like there are outlets for you. I'm just going to take a little sip of water here. So feel free to share this out and get a free message that way too. I look for things to be thankful for. This is actually talking more about exercise. I have a perpetual attitude of gratitude. I am content to be who and what I am. Okay, very fitting for all the messages we've been giving here as it tells this little storyline. Um, I think this is really talking about you exploring your purpose, your gifts, and understanding more of who you are instead of feeling like you need outside validation of who that person is. I completely relate to this as well. Like sometimes we're wanting other people to give us credit for things when you need to give yourself credit for things, right? At the end of the day, this is where the gratitude piece comes in. Just say thank you. I've been practicing this at nighttime. I'm getting more into prayer and gratitude together. I say, God, thank you for, and I'm throwing the God word out there because that's more where I've been going into for myself because we've been going through a lot of things where we need a lot more faith and hope. Um, so, yeah. I say thank you and then I ask for the things. So I'm like, thank you for bringing all of these beautiful things into my life. And here's what else I would like, right? And so I think it is important to send a little, faith out to other people too. I feel like I was being called to sharing my practice to maybe inspire you as well to do those little things because sometimes people will I don't know, get bored or something and then lose sight of their path. So making sure that you're keeping yourself occupied as well, doing things that make you feel ambitious as well. All right. So you might need a little push, especially when it comes to your gifts. If you also want to join my membership group at any level, there's a lot of positive classes, workshops, theta healing downloads, you name it, it's all in there. And I could go deeper into that, but I do free calls now as well. So if you want to learn more, outside of reading, then come in and ask me questions, and I might be able to say, actually, no, I wouldn't put your money here. I'd put your money over here, especially where I'm doing some specials and deals right now. So, yeah, those are the people that asked for messages here in terms of picking a number. So let's switch it up, okay? If we can get our likes up to 5,000, then I'll pull somebody in and I'll show you guys how I actually do like a $16 reading session, okay? And in the meanwhile, I changed it up now. I was doing pick a number between 1 and 7 if you wanted a message or a card pull. But we're changing it up now, just getting the likes and taps up, and then we'll pull somebody in, okay? Ooh, a lot of energy moving. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of keep reading the energy of the people here, okay? Also, if you share, we'll give you a message as well while we're waiting for our taps and likes to get up, just as a nice little exchange. Thank you guys. I open myself to all good. Okay. I receive life's gifts with joy and pleasure and gratitude. So isn't it interesting that gratitude is coming through again here? I feel like you have something worth celebrating, but sometimes you're forgetting what that is. And don't lose sight of the good things that are happening that you're working on. So, because some of you are already working on like really big goals, and so we don't need to continue to push. Just need to appreciate how life is already happening for us. So instead of looking at life as what's happening to us, what's happening for us, and trust. I'm hearing trust a lot, so there might be someone in here who feels like their path has been broken and they're lacking trust right now, okay? And when I say your path is broken, this could be a heartbreak, this could be a job loss, this could be loss of your spirituality as well. I get someone who maybe like broke their hand or broke their wrist and they can't play guitar anymore or something like that. So there's some type of like loss. Also, my podcast this Monday on the 22nd at 3 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. That's going to be on my Facebook profile, so feel free to add me there. And then the replay is going to be up underneath YouTube. But we're talking about grief, so that might be good for you as well, if that's something you're struggling with. Okay. All right, so we have 2K. We're trying to get up to 5K for likes and taps to do a free reading for someone if you're interested. I am centered in truth and peace, so I was just hearing such a strong message of trust, trust, trust. And isn't that hard to do sometimes, right? It's easy to say, not always easy to do. And so what I get here is your path isn't clear yet. Somebody needs to hear that. Your path isn't clear yet. And so I'm almost seeing this vision of someone who has a bunch of snow on a path and they just need to, hi Aaron, they just need to shovel it or they need to plow it, but it's just sitting there. And so how are you going to cleanly walk along this path if you don't shovel or plow it? And so I think that's very fitting for the story we've been telling. So hi Aaron. So we're going to pull you up a card message. If you have a question, let me know. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Also, if we get our likes up to 5,000, I'm going to do a free kind of $16 reading healing, pulling in all of the tools that I have as well. Okay, so you can also participate in that when I go to pick. I'm hearing the number 4 for you. I'm also hearing the power of suggestion. I'm not sure if you're around somebody right now who isn't valuing you enough. But I would say if you feel like you're always helping this person or you're trying to motivate this person, they just don't want to listen or they don't trust you, or you're seeing these action steps of them slowly like getting worse or something. This could be like a habit. This could be like alcoholism. This could be drugs. It could be someone who's just struggling with substance abuse, just even using that as an example. And you're always trying to like be the better person and lift up their spirits. And again, this could be anybody in your life, or this could even be past, but for some reason, it's a habit or a trait that you have to try to like raise other people up. But they're like not they're not getting it. So whether they're just disconnected emotionally, I'm getting that they've checked out. I think someone at work. Okay. So for some reason, like you have the attitude of gratitude, right? You listen, you're working on listening more to your intuition. But for some reason, this person is just struggling with their path. And so we can't necessarily like keep like striving to help if that person isn't someone we're even meant to be helping. And this is a good message for me here as well, because we're kind of doing some general messages today. So yeah, something to consider. It says, I release from within me all bitterness and resentment. I let go of old hurts and forgive everyone, including myself. I affirm that I am totally willing to freely forgive everyone. Okay? I look for things to be thankful for, so please keep tapping and liking the screen. When we get up to 5,000, we're going to do a free one here. I look for things to be thankful for. I have a perpetual attitude of gratitude. I am content to be who and what I am. So I feel like sometimes your energy is getting drained as a result of other people who aren't treating their health with respect. Okay? So it's not just the addiction energy, it's also people who just don't value their health. And so I am definitely also relating to this because I'm just starting a really, really big health movement for myself. And I'm wanting to invite more people in that are inspired to get healthier with me on that journey. And so productivity is what's coming up. Make sure that when you're doing things, you're feeling like you're getting results. Otherwise, again, why are you doing it? You don't deserve that. So a little bit of self-worth is coming through for you, Erin. Definitely a message I needed to hear. Okay, so there's permission. Sometimes it's guilt, right? I don't want to leave this person alone. They don't have anybody, right? Oh, that's giving me chills all over. So, it's also not your responsibility. And so sometimes we feel like in society it's our job to help people or our job to heal people, and that really falls into the healer category. Healers really want to fix the world, right? And so that's okay if we're not able to help all the people and do all the things. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, right? So just a healthy reminder. I think there are other people in here who might feel like they're struggling with self-esteem as well, and I think we all do. You see this a lot on social media. I was just watching the Jennifer Lopez, whatever you call it, a thing about like the Super Bowl and all this stuff, and man, that girl is hard on herself. um I just got a little booking there, so I'm just writing that down. And she has said she has felt like she's really struggled with insecurities and other people like saying she can't sing, and the world can be really cruel. And so, but meanwhile, she's done all of these things, right? And so it's a perfect example of someone who you would think has the highest self-esteem in the world, who probably struggle. She talks about depression, her own depression, right? And her losses and her grief and things like that. And her message is to, celebrate more of who she is. But at the same time, it's hard when you're celebrating your message of be this person, but again, you need to vibrate that. And so somebody else, I feel like, needs to hear that too, that we're walking in the shoes of the person that we're meant to be, not some other person that has, when you have dark hair you want to have blonde hair, when you have blue eyes you want to have brown eyes. Okay, so this could be your appearance as well. I think we all struggle with our appearance at times. I think there's a lesson in that too, where we're trying to change everything about ourselves, right? Because it's not socially acceptable. So I think we're seeing changes, but it's very slow to move. Okay, so our taps and our likes are up to 3. We're almost at 5. Lovely. So if you're asking for like a question to be answered, you can come in and subscribe. That's a great way to become a part of our community. We also have every Thursday at 7:15 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. We do theta healing downloads, which is also another technique that I offer. So yeah, at 5,000, we're going to do a free session for someone/reading. And so for now, we'll go back to our number, and you're welcome, our number playtime. So pick a number between 1 and 5 if you want a message and you haven't gotten one yet. And we'll continue our general story of what it is that we need to hear today. So far, we're seeing a lot of cards popping up with gratitude, excitement, enthusiasm, celebrating what's going right in your life, not what's going wrong in your life. My background is in psychology. I'm just starting to do mediumship, paid mediumship readings on Monday. And so my background is in like reflexology, Reiki, theta healing, like energy healing, sound healing, yoga, all of the healing things. So 2, user. And feel free to send purple hearts if you're relating to these messages. Love is the most powerful healing force there is. I give it and accept it without limitation. I help create a world where it is safe for us to love each other, right? I was just talking about community, people being like-minded and coming together, making sure that you're around the people that you're meant to be around. So I feel like there are some people who need to cut and clear and cancel and delete old, like, old energies, old versions of themselves. This isn't just like your old friend. This is like the old you, right? We're in 2024 working on these goals right now. And I think we're like getting out of this need to have like logic as our priority, because we are still slowly moving towards the new age, right? Where it's open to, get healings and get readings or do those things. But for some reason, this is coming through really strong that it's safe for you to tap in to your healer side, to your higher self, if you even know what that means, okay? So yeah, there you are. Thank you. So we'll pick number 3. I'm going to pull up this card here. I am always safe. I am eternal. I will go on forever from experience to experience. Please keep tapping and liking that screen, guys, if you want a free session here. Lifetime after lifetime, I am a shining spirit, a beautiful light. Somebody's energy is super, super drained. I'm talking like at 0 or something. I don't know what the hell has happened to you in your life or in your day or what, but why are you even awake? Why are you even awake? This might be someone who is not checking in with themselves, with their timelines, with their energy, things like that, and they're just like, it's like they're always looking back or they're opinionated or something. So be very cautious of that. Maybe that's also someone's energy that you're picking up in your field too. But focus on productivity, okay? There's something going on with you too with possessions, like stuff. I don't know if you're worried about your possessions or something like that, but that's coming through for some reason, okay? So Lily X, we just pulled out card number 3, okay? So we're pulling up now card number 4. All right. My mind is a powerful healing tool. Every day I choose to send love, healing energy to the planet. What I do with my mind does make a difference. I like that. My mind is a healing tool, right? So we were just kind of talking about like leaving the past behind too. Our full moon coming up on the 25th. Again, I have lots of stuff going on in relation to that. I'm not going to spend time today doing that. I'm going to do my best to start doing videos, posting them, and then you guys can learn that way if you're not on my email list or, yeah, if you aren't on all my social media. But, start thinking about that full moon a little bit. And some of these changes you've been bringing in, are the goals and the changes that you've been bringing in, are they even working for you? Right? That happens to me all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this. And then I'm like, oh, that's not working. So I have to change it. And so if there's frustration, right? These are the types of things that we want to clear and release when you book in like your session or when you're working with me. Okay. Something definitely that's needed. Okay. So RS, you might feel called to doing that now or later. If you want to know when my full moon ceremony here that's live is, it's the 25th at 6:45 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, and then right after that at 7:15 we're going to be doing our theta healing downloads. So as Alicia hops on at that exact same time. So I think you'll get a lot of healing if you even choose just to come into that. It's only $8 Canadian to purchase your candle. You can share with your purchase what you're releasing, or I can just support you in the live with that, and then the replay will be underneath YouTube. But for some reason that's coming through really, really strongly, because sometimes we need somebody else who has these little tools to do that for us. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of linger in the energy. So Alicia, are you there? Because it's still saying you're going to lose your subscription benefit soon, even though it doesn't say heal beside you, which is whack. So it sounds like they didn't get back to you. So we'll still work on that. And then I'm going to also check that out myself and find out what's going on around that too. Okay? So if you're there. And then card number 5, we didn't pull that up yet. All right, getting really hot all of a sudden. So please continue to like and tap the screen, guys. And when we get up to 5,000, we're going to do a free session on someone. I know I am one with all life. I am the beauty and joy of the universe. And these are general messages, by the way. So if you're listening and you can benefit, I am the beauty and joy of the universe, expressing and receiving. I am part of the harmonious whole, as we all are. I'm actually seeing the energy of a wreath. And so I think that you're on the right track with success. I really do. Again, this might connect to some people, might not connect to others, and that's okay. That's why I'm inviting a purple heart in for the people who are connecting to the cards, so you can also recognize, hey, I think that's me. Can I take a piece of this message and relate to it? Because I really feel like most of these you probably can. There might be a couple that aren't working for you. But I'm seeing a wreath, and so to me, it's also, yes, gratitude, but acknowledging your successes, right? If you've been working on boundaries, then notice that. Be like, oh my God, I'm noticing that the things I've been bringing in are working, right? One of my boundaries that I just put up underneath my Facebook is, please do not inbox me on any platform. I now have 30-minute free calls. Please book in and we will discuss things there, right? But man, I would have people inboxing me like all the time with all kinds of stuff. And I'm thinking, wow, if that's like barely happening to me now, that's amazing. Okay. I'm just using that as an example of seeing where you've had successes, right? Instead being like, oh, I'm not doing this right, or I should be doing that, right? So a little bit of that negativity can seep in without realizing it until we start tapping in to identify with it, okay? And that's more of what I do to help people is I help you tap in and I tap in as well, okay? So, hello. So if you want to get a message and you haven't gotten one yet, you can pick a number between 1 and 5. We're just pulling up cards. I'm feeling really hot all of a sudden, so there's someone in here. I feel like that is really can you see me getting red and everything? There's somebody who's really benefiting from this, I feel, but they're maybe too shy to share, or maybe they don't want to get a reading, and that's fine. That's why I'm currently doing 1-hour private sessions for only $35. Because I really like to be able to work with people one-on-one. And the other thing I'm doing is, starting on Monday, you can get a video healing sent to your email, which is nice because then you have the replay for it for 30 days. And if you're shy, like you don't want to talk to somebody, you can just, when you purchase your reading or your healing, just share, hey, here's what I'm looking to like direct the energy towards or clear or release. And then I go in, I tune into your energy, I read the cards, I offer the healing, and a lot of people will get a lot of benefits from that. The only negative side is that you don't have that energy exchange back and forth, but that's something you can then book in like a Zoom one-on-one after that, because you might feel like there are things that you need or want to talk about. Make sense? Or you come in, you get another one, and you ask questions about that. Plus, when I come on live, that's another great opportunity to get access. Plus, on the Thursdays are theta healing. So, 1, 2, 3. Card number 3, but I'm feeling called to number 4 as well. Okay, Prathna. So this is still general messages for everybody, but this one's going to relate more to you. Am I going to move into the house? Okay. So if you want to ask a specific question and get a specific answer, you can subscribe, or you can pay $16 and we can go into that. Okay, that's in my bio. So Prafna, I open myself to all good. Okay. I receive life's gifts with joy and pleasure and gratitude. And then I am centered in truth and peace. I like that one. The universe is one of great order and peacefulness, and I reflect this in every moment of my life. So I'm feeling like embrace who you are in terms of your uniqueness. This is going to be underneath YouTube for the replay. You guys are going to see the little story that this talks about, because it's really talking about someone who feels like they can't be themselves. But these cards are saying, but you can be yourself. But somebody's making you feel that way. And so is it society that's making you feel like you can't be you? Is it you making you feel like you can't be you? And what aspects of yourself are you struggling with? Right? Where are you repeating the past and it's not working out for you? Feel free to share that. Anybody. And if send a purple heart if it relates, but you can also share if this card relates to you, and if so, how? Right? Where are things not working out for you? I relate this to my cleanse that I'm going through. No alcohol, water, herbal teas, veggies, probiotics, some fasting, some yoga, more focus on my business, right? And then my next thing that I know my energy is calling me into is really more connection to nature outside, right? So yeah, just really just identifying like, okay, I'm making changes, but I'm kind of seeing that this isn't, also there's a little something I'm not getting either, right? I'm hearing companionship. I'm having some problems with relationships. Okay. And at the same time I was hearing companionship. So yeah, that's definitely what it is. Okay, I'm glad that resonates with you. Please keep tapping and liking the screen. I do feel like someone in here is going to get a free session, and then that way we can also show you guys how I actually do a reading instead of just doing like general messages, or if a subscriber's coming on and getting like a quick message. So anybody else that hasn't gotten a message here that would like one, pick a number between 1 and 6. Throwing 6 out there now. I haven't exactly had a serious relationship where I was in love with someone. Okay. No problem. It's interesting, last night I was watching Love on the Spectrum or something like that. People who have like some things that make them a little bit different, and they're getting out into the dating world, and they really struggle with communication. They really struggle with social cues. They struggle with like their attachment to their family, right? And yet they're the most adorable, kind, sweetest, innocent people. And they just want to laugh and have fun and be in love and not feel alone. And so I kind of relate a lot of this dating experience for these people to like a lot of clients that I have when I listen to all of these people who are struggling, not just in the dating world, but with relationships, right? And so it's not easy. Sometimes you actually need help with it, okay? So feel free to book in with me. We can also work on it now, but if you want that private session by the end of the weekend, it's only $35, and then it'll be $70 for 35 minutes, which is still really great, okay? So we're going to pull up card number 3. I'm seeing that, okay, Ellie? Going back to my herbal cards. So please keep tapping and liking the screen, guys. I really appreciate the people that are doing that to help, even if you don't want the reading, to help somebody else get a reading. Maybe they can't afford it. That's why I'm on here. I'm not just here to help people, but we also want, like, I don't know. I'm hearing change. We're trying to change some things for people. Okay. Black Kohash, Darkness. Ooh. Hi, K-Love. I'm going to write your name down, okay? So if you want some support here, we can give it to you. So Ellie, okay? This person is trying their hardest to root their energy down. There's so much growth and there's so much potential here. So there's a struggle. My energy's trying to be pulled down, trying to root and trying to get ahead. Something screws it up. Okay? Something harsh screws it up. And then you're like, ugh, like, I give up. that sort of thing. And so this is saying persevere, pursue your dreams and goals, as we've been seeing for everybody. Sometimes we need to plant the seeds and allow it to grow, right? So where are we being impatient? And other times where we need to identify with, you know, what aspects of ourselves do we need to change, which is what we do around the full moon. I already shared, purchase your candle for $8, get in on our TikTok ceremony, candle ceremony we're doing. Come in as a subscriber, join us, do the theta healings on Thursday nights, outside of these free readings. And then also I do a full moon ritual every month and talk about the energy of the full moon. They're 2 separate videos underneath my VIP membership, and I offer theta healing downloads just for our members in there too. So make sure you do your own ritual. Also underneath my YouTube channel, I have a free ritual that you can watch and do at your own time. So just sit with the energy, write the things down you need to release or want to release. Don't do too much at once. And I also have, I feel like a blog underneath horsemanreadings.com. I'm going to blog more, but there's also the ritual under there and a little bit more talk about that stuff. Okay, that's coming through really strongly. There's some negativity for sure. That's what I'm feeling about. Sometimes people tell us like, you need to change, and it's like, I don't need to change, you need to change. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So, you know, it's when we need to be assertive with our energy, okay? Not just with people, but with the universe, with ourselves. It's definitely coming through, okay? So, Caleb, do you have a question? So, as a subscriber, guys, if you're new, you get, or if you've been here for a while too, it doesn't matter because I'm shifting over to doing the Thursday night theta healing downloads, subscriber only. So that's going to be a sub only video. So make sure that if you want to join that you check that out. There will be no replay. And then when you come in, you can ask one question or you can get a general message, whichever you choose. So if I'm working with cards that day, I'll pull you up a card and we'll do our best to just quickly answer that as a little mini opportunity. And I'm also going to, for the majority of times, also make available paid readings for you guys. So if there are people that want to get a cheaper reading under these circumstances, it gives you a chance to get that little deal. Also, there's lots of deals underneath my bio. Thank you very much for the rose. I appreciate that. Will our TikTok channel be successful? Okay. Okay, I think your definition of success, and Caleb, I did email you back and I didn't see anything back. So feel free to just get back to me no matter what the circumstance is. It's all good. Just if I can get back in alignment with that class. Anybody else that wants to learn about the Akashic Records, do a certification. It's $1,000 to get your certificate. So we work together 6 times, okay, at an hour and 15 minutes. That's all you really need to kind of do one section. You also get to focus a bit more on how you want to structure the class, which I like. So I'm just kind of developing a little bit of an interest group. So if it's just you and I working together, I record that for our membership group. Or if we have like 3 or 4 people, then that'll be our group. It doesn't matter. It'll give you time to practice in between and some time after as well. So it's more of a personal journey than anything. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, I'm hearing yes and no, okay? And the reason why this is coming through is because it's your definition of what success is. When I have somebody that gets a reading and says, and guys, if you share this out, we're also going to do a little message card pull for you too, just so you know if you missed that part. And once we get up to 5,000, we're going to do a free one for someone here too, okay? But like a deeper one. So yeah, just like when somebody's like, will this happen soon? And I'm like, what's your definition of soon? Right? When I do theta healing downloads for people, sometimes what I'll get is that they have distorted beliefs on a definition of, so we'll say, thank you, Caleb, what success really is, right? So would you be able to share, Caleb, your definition of like what success is? Right? Because like right now I have a YouTube channel and I have like, I don't know, just over 500, I feel like, people on there, and I'm working towards getting 1,000 because if you want to like grow your channel, you need to get so many subscribers. So please take the time to subscribe to my channel. There's a link in the bio, and these are things I'm going to start working on more But you know, I've also have been on there for like 5 years. So, you know, is this defined by how many numbers I have, how long I've been on there for? Is it the amount of content, the amount of views, right? Because are you looking to, if you want it to be successful, what is your, also pay attention to your outcome? What is your goal with it? 200K subscribers, 1K month by 3 months. Okay, so how many is that? Do you have 200K subscribers now? Or is that what you consider successful? Like, where are you at right now with it? Because you're describing what success means to you. Thank you. Right? Because I consider like success defined in so many different ways, right? Like right now I have, I don't know, 5,000 followers underneath my TikTok, but I've decided I'm looking throughout that experience. I've decided that I'm looking for more quality versus quantity um, for my TikTok. So I've decided, like, if I look into my business plan for TikTok, it's to open up to more people that are meant to be in my energy. And so if the more people I get exposed to allows me to get more in contact with the people that are meant to be aligned with me to get the healing that I need and those people need, then that's great, you know? So that's kind of what I'm learning about myself through this journey. And so that's the invitation that's coming through for you to focus on. And I'm doing a little extra here because you're also going to be working more with me and you also shared this video, right? Now, what success would be 3K followers? Okay. Okay, so you don't have, like, this isn't established yet, correct? I hope what I'm saying is kind of helpful, okay? So, your cards that you have here, I choose to believe that everyone is always helpful, therefore, wherever I go in life, people are there to help me. So, this tells me that you need support with this, okay? I'm now currently only doing like one question for my subscribers, so everybody can have an opportunity to like get additional time in here. Um, I am safe and secure in my world. Okay, so what you're looking to do is manifest more support, right? So you can say subscribers, followers, whatever it is, but truthfully, you just want more people to support you. So if you want to be successful with this, you've got to start coming up more with that business plan of what that looks like for you, okay? So the answer is not defined here. That's why I got yes and no. And you have, I affirm only the good in my life. I am in harmony with all that surrounds me and I am at peace, right? So it's not letting those negative people that come in that want to write negative comments on your stuff. Right? It's kind of shielding and grounding. So I'm not sure if you watched my cord cutting part 1 that I put underneath my TikTok as well as my YouTube. I would definitely watch that. And then I'm going to also, I'm writing that down too, to do part 2. And also, this is going to be up underneath my YouTube channel for the replay as well, okay? That's why I don't have any music on in the background. But I'm going to write part 2 as shielding, because part 1 was more like talking about opening up our chakras and cleansing our energy, which I wasn't expecting it to be when I did that reading, but yeah, for some reason, that's something that will help you continue to grow, all right? And so even think about myself in terms of like, I'm working with my clients because I'm not sure what your, feel free to share, what's your channel about? Because that changes things too. But like for me, as I'm doing all these readings and I'm doing all these healings, yay, we made it to 5K. I'm going to pick someone in a minute here. I'm learning, oh my god, this is what my clientele needs. They need this cord cutting part 1 video. So that's a component to it, right? And then the next process is now I need to get this out again to more people. And also I need to get people to support me for the optimization or whatever it is, okay? Christian Oracle and Verse card pull. Okay. See, so you're targeting a very specific audience, right? And you know what? As I grow and experience and explore, I'm I'm learning who my audience is, because sometimes we think we know who our audience is, and then that shifts, right? Because as we change and grow, things change and grow, right? And so just ground your energy a bit more with that, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. All right, I'm hearing don't stress. Stress gets in the way. Okay, so we're gonna pick somebody here, okay, to do an actual session with. Nobody's come in and paid for a reading and a slash healing session. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you guys how we do that, because you guys have been supporting me here with the likes and the taps. If we get up to 13,000, we'll also do one as well. We'll do like $20 worth, okay? And you can also see the comparison of when we do one session for somebody and then how different it is for somebody else, and how I pull in different tools in these sessions, okay? There's someone in here who's definitely worried. So if you have worry right now, feel free to put a yellow or a purple heart in the comments. And that's kind of how I'm going to pick my person. It's not going to be random. It's going to be based on someone that I feel like is aligned with this energy, okay? Prantha and Sheila. Okay. Life is very simple. Okay, there's someone here who's a little triggered by somebody's actions. I'm not saying you were cheated on, but you're a little bit like triggered by whatever the hell this person is doing, okay? So that's another thing that I'm picking up on. Substance abuse as well. Either you or someone around you. Could be someone that passed in spirit. There's a connection to substance abuse there, okay? I appreciate others for who they are. You're very well-rounded, but sometimes you struggle with grounding, okay? Still feel like I need to keep going. You also have intuitive and clairvoyant abilities, but sometimes you just like don't take the time for it. Hey, Wesley. If you have a question, Wesley, you're a subscriber, feel free to hop in, okay? Hi. So we're just picking somebody to do a free message reading healing on. So like a $16 worth one, just to show people what that's like. But we're picking someone based on what I'm feeling in their energy. So we have, I think, 4 people that are relating to this message. So if you do, feel free to hop into that. I'm going to pick the person, and then I'm going to go to you since you get priority, okay? You're looking back a lot as well at the things that you didn't do right. So you're kind of starting to dwell a bit more than you need to. I live and work in comfort and ease and beauty. So a yellow or purple heart if you relate. My home is a reflection of me, and I choose to make it a wonderful place to live. Again, struggling a little bit with who you are right now. You're struggling with this change that you're going through. And it's a part of your transition, and it's part of your path, okay? It's Shayla. Okay. So Shayla, what we're going to do is we're going to tune into Wesley, and then we're going to come back to you since he's a subscriber, okay? And then also if we get the like and share, well, you can share and you get a message that way too, but the likes and the taps, if we get that up to 13,000, we'll do a $20 one for someone. So it'll just be a little bit more in depth. Okay, so Wesley, are you there, and do you have a question? Hello, Daisy, welcome in. So Shayla, I was feeling connected to your energy when you first put up your yellow heart, but I just wanted to double check and go deeper to make sure, because we have, you know, a couple people watching, and I want to make sure that it feels fair, okay? So Wesley, do you have a question? Otherwise, we're going to go into Shayla. Feeling really hot all of a sudden. All right, we're going to go into Shayla. I think Wesley's disappeared on us. Okay, so take a deep breath with me. Okay, so you have so Wesley, okay, we're going to quickly do this. I appreciate others for who they are. I accept that I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. I like that. They must do the work themselves and they will do it when they are ready. So we're doing a lot of general messages here today. Very, very fitting for all the conversations. Maybe we can go, so the job application piece, one thing that's coming in is I feel like you're just not giving yourself enough credit. You're very talented. You have a lot of background. So I would say don't let yourself be triggered right now by like any negativity and things like that. Keep your energy kind of like cool and calm and be patient and wait. Wait for the right perfect timing, perfect moment, perfect people. It's interesting, before I was picking up with your energy of like aligning more with the right people and kind of working on relationship stuff. So I feel like just in the meanwhile, if you're waiting on things, just keep your energy kind of more zen, because you've got the gifts, and so don't question that. Okay, perfect. So Shayla, thank you for your question. Shayla, what's your last name, if you don't mind sharing, as I go into your energy? It's helpful. Sometimes I feel like I need that and other times I don't. Okay, Shayla McDonald. Okay. My grandmother's last name was McDonald. Last night, I'm hearing all kinds of like Mac names, but McDonald kept coming up. So I needed to know that because Spirit needed to tell me that I was tuning into your energy last night. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to do some theta healing for you because that's what I'm being told you need. Okay. So, and I'm also going to do some Reiki healing energy. So with your permission, is it okay if I offer some Reiki healing energy for you? Okay, so guys, this is what a $16 reading and healing session is going to be like, just so you know, if you choose to do that for yourself and get on the list. So Sheila, have you ever had Reiki before? I was feeling like a little bit of a anxiety, nervous tension from you. So last night, okay, well, this will be really good for you then, because one of the things that I brought up in my cord cutting part 1, which you can see pinned underneath my profile, or check it out on my YouTube to view it there, and check out some of the other videos, and please subscribe if you want to, just to support me. Also, guys, if you like and comment and tap the bell button, that's helpful too. I feel like if I don't share that with people, people might not do that, right? Yeah, one of the things that's coming up here with you is like I share in that video the importance, I feel like maybe I was in your energy when I was doing that, the importance of aligning your chakras and cleansing your energy. So last night when I was tuning into you, I feel like, I'm like relaxed. I'm not sure how you're sleeping either. Feel free to share. You were relaxed, your energy was relaxed, but then a little restless. And so I'm even getting that right now for you, of like that little overwhelming excitement butterfly in a way, but like a little bit of anxiety and nervousness. So do you have something going on, or is this just like, what happens to you sometimes? Is it the excitement of winning this? Let me know if you don't mind, because this is where we're going to add theta healing in. So we're going to kind of like let go of some of that tension and stress or things in the energy field, okay? I would also say you're very intuitive, and I feel like you have a lot more to say than what you're saying lately. So if we get the likes and taps up to 13,000, then I'm going to pull in another person, but you can also get on the list to actually have like a reading and healing right now. So I'm just showing you guys how that works because we got the taps up to 5,000, okay? And starting Monday, I'm going to be offering Reiki sessions, which is what I'm doing now, theta healing sessions, and then also Akashic Records healing and readings, which is past, present, and future. So I went into her Akashic Records, and then we pulled up some cards here. And then if she has any questions, we can bring that in. But right away I was like, okay, we need Reiki and Theta for sure. Okay, so we're just kind of navigating what's going on with her energy, because she's definitely an intuitive, but she's kind of blocking herself a little bit. So she really needs to watch that cord cutting, please. It does just happen sometimes. I feel like I'm a stressed person, okay? But I'm going to go with an alternative here to help you with your self-esteem and that inner criticism. I'm getting that as I read your energy, you're a high vibrational being, and you just need more support with that. Okay, so it's learning how to navigate your energy so it can be more supportive for you and for the other people around you. And so if we can understand that a little bit better, then we'll feel better about ourselves. Does that make sense? So if you have a question, Sheila, this is also a space where you can ask 2 questions. And so what will happen is Spirit will give me the information that's there for your highest good. Okay, so if you're like, how can I move forward with my anxiety and stress? And like, what can I do with my relationship health or something like that? Then you're going to get the messages that you need based on those 2 questions. Okay. Okay. I'm always safe. I'm eternal. I will go on forever from experience to experience. This is your card. Lifetime after lifetime. I am a shining spirit, a beautiful light, right? So it's seeing yourself in that positive light. More stimulation, more satisfaction, more pleasure. Like, it's not just self love, but it's keeping yourself happy. Sometimes we rely on other things and other people to make us happy. Like, you are making me unhappy. And I'm not saying you're doing this, but absolutely, we can start to play the blame game of why we're not happy. This person did this to me, right? And we kind of get into that bitching fest. Whereas we want to learn how to release that energy so we can just move forward, right? So, learning more release tools and techniques could be helpful. Those are the things that I teach in my membership group. I can teach you those things in a video reading, um, or you can just kind of learn and research, okay? But definitely learn how to release the toxic energy that you feel so you can lighten your load, okay? We kind of shared a little bit about that today in our general messages too. So definitely we've been picking up on your stuff. So now what I'm doing, which is interesting, is I didn't see your question if you had one, Sheila. So we're doing a free $16 reading healing for someone. So if you get the likes and taps up at 13,000, we're going to do that for somebody else. If you come in and subscribe, you get a free kind of message card question. So we're chopping up the energy, which is interesting because it's like you talked about stress and tension. Oh, baby. Yeah, it's all through your body. How do I be more intuitive and will I find relationship boyfriend in 2024? Yeah, that's where the self-love and the stimulation and all that stuff was coming up. I'm glad you're asking that because I was picking up on that. So perfect, right? Because I was actually getting like self-love for you is like going to help you open up more to love, right? And more abundance. It's not just love, money too, right? You want money. Don't you want somebody with money? Somebody who ain't broke? Somebody who has talents and gifts, can self-express. So get a little creative in terms of what you're attracting, okay? So don't worry, we're going to do some theta healing for you. So Sheila, feel free to describe this new boyfriend that you want or what the relationship is like. So if life were limitless, this is part of the theta healing. And feel free to watch the replay as well from on my YouTube channel from our Thursday night theta healing that we did for our subscribers. I chose to put that on the replay so that people could take advantage and understand what we're doing too, because not everybody knows what this stuff is. And so we talked about life being limitless, bringing in the things that we want, that sort of thing. So it's also important, I think, for you to get clarity on that, okay? Because obviously, like, love is coming through the strongest over your other question there, okay? Because happiness and health is really important too, okay? So, Sheila, hopefully you're typing and writing right now. Okay. So, moving a lot of energy in your sacral, which is emotion, sexuality, or womb space. So, as you can see, Angel Ika, we're working on Shayla. Okay, she didn't pay, but we got our likes and our taps up and we tuned into her. And so we're giving you an example of what a paid reading and session would be like. I'm also doing for $35 Canadian at 1 hour combination sessions. And it doesn't have to be over Zoom. It can be by email, messenger, phone, whatever you like, okay? And then everything's shifting for myself starting Monday. My sessions are $70. And then you have like 4 options over Zoom, and then you'll have 4 options sent over to your email. Same thing. It's going to be Reiki, Theta Healing, Mediumship, or Akashic Records. And so Akashic Records, again, is past, present, and future. We can ask questions, but we also do different styles of healing in that space, okay? This relationship would be healthy, love it, loving, love it. I would be independent and growing together as people. So when I tune into the energy of the words, I would be independent. Okay, so what I like to do here, this is where I pull energy, is where in your life do you not feel independent right now? Where in your life do you feel codependent on somebody else or something else? So this could be coffee, this could be your animal, this could be a child, this could be literally anything you feel dependent on. And it'll help. And also when we do healing, we'll muscle test, okay? So we can muscle test like I'm dependent on my animal, right? And so you'll get, I'm not going to go through muscle testing right now, but you'll get like a yes or you'll get a no, okay? You'll put your hand here, yes, and then no. And something you can definitely look into. So when we ask ourselves questions, we can get yeses or nos, and it's super important. I can do it for you, but when we have more time, I can show you how to do those things yourself. But it's important for you to know these things too. Living situation. Okay. So let's do our download, and anybody else that wants to say yes to this, they can. On the replay, in the comments, you can say yes as well. And so you can muscle test as well. Is this for me or not for me? Because you only want to say the things, you only want to say yes to the things that you truly want to come into your life, or we let go of, or we're letting go of things. It's one or the other. So usually for balance, we'll pull negative energy that's blocking you, or your subconscious limiting beliefs. Might be over your head right now if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Check out my blog about this. And then also we're bringing in the good stuff, the emotions, right? By using this tool. And so when we say we want something, we have to ask for it. So as a practitioner, I ask for that for you. Okay, and this is actually what we do every Thursday for my subscribers in our group setting at 7:15 p.m. Okay, so would you like to know that it's safe to feel and be grounded? And if so, just say yes. Okay. I'm hearing and feeling, so this is where there's a layer that comes up, is sometimes you are hard on yourself or you're negative towards yourself. So you go to put positive energy out and then you might kind of like block it a little bit. So do you find that happens to you sometimes? Like you say like, "Oh, I want the love of my life. I want these things." And then you're like, "Oh, maybe not right now." Or, that seems kind of scary." So does that happen to you? Does fear creep in? And if so, just share, okay? Okay. So would you like to clear and release feeling like there's always an obstacle on your path and then there's another obstacle on your path, so it means you can't actually achieve the things that you want, so maybe you feel like giving up or you just suppress your own needs and wants? Let's let that go on a history level. So that means on a societal level. So we're just kind of like taught like, oh, well, it's not meant to be, when really we have to dig a little harder. And so this also feels related to someone who is taught not to control things or not to force things, like let life unfold. And so it feels like your strategy is positive. You're like, oh, like if it's meant to be, it'll come to me. But it's also like working towards the goal, right? So let's let that go on a societal level. And now we get to replace it with something positive. Would you like to replace that energy with trusting and forgiving yourself along the way? So when these obstacles do come on your path, you can let the energy go a little more easily so that you can kind of refresh and restart your energy when these things happen. Okay? That or something better. Perfect. Saying yes. And anybody else that wants that, just say yes. Good. And I'm also hearing that sometimes you want to cut corners. So you get so excited about things. This is your enthusiastic side. Thank you, Wesley. That you're like, oh, like, hey, I'm on a roll, so I'm just gonna cut a corner. And that's a no-no, okay? So like cutting corners is fine when, you know, we're at our parents' house and like we're so excited to be there that we just run across the lawn, right? That's cutting a corner instead of walking along the walkway. But if we're talking about bigger life things, right? We want to go through the journey and we want to go through the process. So when we're looking for love, we don't want to cut a corner and date douchebag around that lives next door to your parents. We want to soul search and we want to experience and we want to explore. So there's no cord cutting for you in love life, okay? This is something you're wanting to mean something to you, okay? So making sure that you're connecting the dots that way, listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, okay? So I'm gonna integrate all of this now, okay? So now that we're integrating with your permission, those things are gonna start flowing in more freely, okay? So pay attention to that as your energy starts to shift. This comes in immediately, or it'll come in a little down the road, okay? And I'm also hearing forgiveness work is another good one for you. In my VIP membership, we have a lot of forgiveness support in there. Again, I'm not going to spend time talking about that because those are things that you guys can research or book a call on. But also the beginner level has some forgiveness meditations and theta healing in there because we have all of our past new moon rituals and theta healings, okay? Because that's a new thing I'm offering for beginners. So that's super dirt cheap, which is fabulous. So again, there's lots of support and resources. So thank you so much for asking your question. I'm going to get out of your energy. And then we're just going to conclude this. So we're almost at 13,000. We're at 11,000. So when we get to 13,000, we're going to do another session just like this, only a little bit more in depth. If you should, oh my goodness, George, go see who's here. Yeah, if you're a subscriber, you get a free message and theta healing on Thursdays. So every live and yeah. The affirmations, I claim my inner power. Okay, you're welcome, Sheila. So with affirmations, I claim my inner power. No matter what I choose to believe or say, the universe always says yes to me. Therefore, I choose only positive thoughts and words, right? So that's what we were literally just talking about in that little teaching lesson, I feel, of for now on, moving forward, I'm going to recognize when I'm kind of getting in my own way, right? So talking about that, the positive thoughts and really believing that that energy is going to come to you instead of like kind of shunning yourself. Okay. I completely trust my intelligence within me to guide me to the right path. The universe supports me in every positive way. So both cards talking about positivity. And I like that it's saying more like the universe has your back. Sometimes we can feel like things aren't working out when they are working out. And this is where learning more about spirituality and tools can be really helpful to help you also understand signs and symbols. So I have another program in my VIP that's helpful. That's what it's called. And then my psychic development program might be helpful too, because it's learning how to listen inward, right? And recognizing the signs. So when you're looking for love, sometimes love is right in front of you. But you're too blinded to see that, right? And so we have to also, this happens with career too, because you were asking about your intuitive gifts. And now I'm realizing that you got the messages about your intuitive gifts in that reading too, okay? So Spirit will give you exactly what you need in your readings. All right. So if you're asking a question, you can come in as a subscriber and I'll answer that for you. If you share this out, I will also do a quick message so you can ask your question that way. Okay. And as we like and tap the screen, I'm going to pick someone to do a deeper reading with, just like we did. You'll see how it's a little different than the last person. Thank you for the follow. Sometimes I do free, sometimes I do paid. Today I was doing free and paid. We already did a bunch of free readings earlier, so I'm just kind of stepping more into these paid now. And just kind of showing you this stuff. Let me know how you're feeling. Hi, Brittany. How are you doing today? Today is Saturday. What time is it there? Where are you coming from? I'm in New Brunswick, Canada. No freaking idea what time it is. I think it's around supper time. I can hear a lot of crashes and barks going on in my place. Hello from Norway. Is it cold there? Very tired, Louisiana, and it's 3:20 p.m. Okay, we're not too far apart that way. Yeah, the full moon's only 5 days away, but if you're very moon sensitive, you might be feeling a little tired. There's also big shifts going on in the energy right now, because we're just shifting over into Aquarius. It's supposed to be this big deal and all this new. So if you're feeling drained, it could be because you're feeling all the newness. And so although this is very exciting and we're grateful, it's like, what the hell? There's so much happening. And that's happening to me too, even in my business. I'm like adding this, adding that. And then it's just keeping up with the energy, right? And so I too have been feeling very like sleepy, needing to sleep extra hours, taking a little longer before going to bed to unwind. That's why I'm enjoying spending 1 hour in my sessions until the end of the weekend. So we have more time to relax in the session, you know, more healing. So thank you, Melissa. So we're going to pull you up a card and let me know if you have a specific question, okay? And thank you for all the new follows. All right. So Melissa, we're focusing on you. So we're focusing on Melissa because she shared, okay? Getting a lot of stuff in your root chakra. So are you feeling like you're out of time or running out of time? Melissa, that was one of the first messages we had today. But the answer earlier was, you are running out of time. Not because you're going to die, but because there's a situation, a happenstance. Isn't his marketing job going to work? Is his marketing job going to work? Who are you referring to? Just because that will help us answer the question. Okay. Thank you, Nikki. Okay. Myself. Okay. So is your marketing job going to work? No problem. I am good enough. First of all, that's talking about your self-worth. We saw this coming in with Wesley's energy. Getting really dizzy with your energy, so definitely ground yourself right now. That's going to be really important to help you too, because you have to feel good about yourself to bring, like, marketing is all about believing in yourself, right? You really have to believe not just in yourself and who you are and what you say, but whatever the hell you're selling, right? So that's a big part. Like, you have to be believable, and be confident in yourself. And that's giving me chill, excuse me. There is no, and a lot of throat chakra stuff for marketing, right? You've got to talk. There's no need to struggle to be better. All I need to do is love myself more today than yesterday and treat myself as someone who is deeply loved. So, in a way, I'm getting like, it doesn't matter what the outcome is, you're going to get exactly what you need for yourself right now, okay? Because I'm kind of getting that there might be something more aligned for you. And sometimes when we're feeling a certain way, if we're not all in and we're not 100%, or we're having that some second guessing or the questioning or doubting ourselves, again, that's coming up for a reason. You could definitely benefit to get like a reading and healing on this situation, or again, come in and book in with me. Any of the things I'm offering right now. Okay, thank you so much for your question, Nikki. And if you shared and I missed you, just put a purple heart and then I'll check that you did. Okay, thank you. We're almost up to 13, so we're gonna pick someone also to do a reading and healing. I'm a Reiki healer as well, wanting to start my business there as well. Okay, perfect. So I could definitely help you get going on that for sure. So my membership VIP is a great place. I have tons of Reiki training in there. So even if you have your training, I do things differently. I have multiple styles. different versions. I've got the Akashic Records, also 2 versions of my training in there, so that can also be a really nice add-on for that. That feels way more aligned for you, truthfully. But there's still marketing involved, there's still business. Yeah, okay. Also, I'm doing free 30-minute calls, so if you're feeling like you need to know more information, I really want to make myself accessible to people through that booking too. Okay, so Nikki, are you there? You shared, thank you very much. My leg's starting to go numb. So if you're asking a question, okay, please book in for a paid or subscribe or share. Fair? And when we hit 13K, we're also going to do another reading. I'm only going to do this last one free because I think that'll give you guys enough of a demonstration of how we do things a little differently with different people. And just make sure you're also, Melissa, cleansing your energy after your healings. I know you do that already, but there's something related to that. I think you pick up a lot of energy with your hands, and so just really making sure that you're doing a lot of positive things with your hands. So painting, writing, digging in the dirt, holding crystals, things like that. I am a certified instructor as well. Always learning, can never know too much for sure. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, I have like thousands and thousands of dollars worth in my membership. And I mean, I paid just 5,000 alone for my Akashic Records training. You know, I think I paid like maybe 1,000 for my Reiki training, maybe a little bit more. But then I realized I had $100,000 worth of education when I really like looked into that, and I continuously learn as well because I went to university, did my degree, I took all kinds of other certifications. Got out a $10,000 loan when I was first starting my reflexology. Indra, thank you very much. So it's a lot, but it's worth it, you know, like keep growing, keep learning. And so yeah, my membership, I make it affordable for people, and I give them support, and they get to watch things at their own time because I have people all over that can't attend things, and so we want to be flexible and versatile, I think, when we're learning things. And I still am going to teach a certified Akashic Records training soon. That's going to be 1,000 and 6 classes at an hour and 15 minutes. So if that's something you're interested in learning outside of like the membership, I can teach that as well. So Indrid, can you just put, you just paid for your reading? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, Ingrid. No. Can you, if you just paid, can you put, there you are, Indy, right? If it was you, can you just put like an XO in the comments if you don't mind, please? Okay, perfect. And do you have anything specific that you want to work on here? Any questions? Anything you have going on? Anything you want to bring in? Kind of feeling more like a psychic reading for you. So I'll go into your Akashic Records and we'll see like what Spirit wants you to know. But again, any questions you're really wanting information on, we can do that, okay? Is it good for me to move to France? Okay. Ooh, I'm getting a yes right away. I just went into your Akashic Records here, okay? Feeling really, really hot. So we're going into future, looking into France. Feeling really connected to your crown chakra, which is, it feels spiritually aligned for you, okay? So let me know, Indy, if this is something that you felt like you feel spiritually connected to. Like, do you feel like it's something is pulling you to that place? energetically, because I'm getting like you're meant to be there. I think there's just some people I'm almost hearing that are like rock stars, that are high energy for you there specifically. So there are actually people that are people's energies are calling you in. So it's maybe even less about the place I'm getting, like less about France. You might love France and think that that's why, but I'm getting that there are specific people there. Um, Melissa, well worth it. Anxiety been crazy. So glad I came across you. No problem. So yeah, so definitely, this is good. Okay. You have I let my light shine. Okay. I am wonderful. I rejoice in the truth of my being. I accept it and so and let it be. Okay. So it also feels like you're thinking about some potential concerns or problems about this move. I'm almost like feeling like you're worried about what other people will think, or um what's family and love life like for you right now? So I would just say, as another like goal, to politely tell people to kind of like mind their own business. Okay? You can say that energetically, right? Like just by kind of ignoring. But for you, I'm almost feeling like there are some people that are kind of asking too many personal questions or prying into your business a bit, where it's kind of like, don't let them do that. Just like, don't let other people kind of pull you off your path. Sometimes when we're going to make a move, other people will um, not want us to live a different life, or they'll put a little scare or fear into us because of their own fears. They'll project that onto us. So I'm getting like, this is a good change for you. It is positive, but you're going to have people that, of course, will miss you or don't want you to leave. And so for some reason that's coming up. Yes, my family projects. Okay, yeah. But this feels like it's going to be good for your soul, for your spiritual, and sometimes we need that change. And so it almost feels like maybe some of these relationships that you have are actually what would be good for you to get away from. And there's nothing so much negative about them, but it's just I feel like they're just going to do their same old, and meanwhile you need something bigger and lighter for yourself, okay? So I am wonderful. I rejoice in the truth of my being. So um really believe in yourself in this journey too. That's coming through. Because I think that sometimes when we're hitting new places and new people, we can kind of like feel a little uncomfortable, and like I just feel like maybe you have some things deep down in your heart that you're scared to share with people, even where you are living right now. But I feel like you need more people that you can trust, that you can share your truth with, and things that you haven't told other people and kind of feeling like secrets. Because you need people that you can trust and rely on. And even if that's like someone like me, if, in a private session to talk to, but I do feel like you need more of those types of people around you in those environments. So they're not judging you, no matter what the situation is, and they completely love you. So are you feeling like some of the people in your environments, or even at least one person where you're currently living, that they're not like safe for you to tell your secrets to, or do you have like some old things that have happened to you that you're feeling like you don't share? Indy? If you want to. You don't have to either. Okay. Let's pull you up a few more. My partner is great. Toxic family. Okay. Perfect. It's not perfect that it's a toxic family, but yeah, when you're shifting away, you'll notice a big difference, okay? And then you can trust these new people. I'm getting literally, I feel like you want to attract one person that you can't trust. And you'll just know because you're really intuitive, okay? Hi guys, welcome in. All right. So you also have ginkgo, patience. As we know, patience is a virtue. Um, I don't know why, but I'm getting an artist off of you, like a talented artist. Um, do you feel that you're like that? Let me know. You've got some really beautiful, beautiful ways of looking at life. You've got this beautiful spiritual soul. I feel like other people trust you, so that's good. I'm posting this in YouTube, but you won't see, like, you can't see all the comments or anything. It just looks like I'm on YouTube doing a YouTube live. Yes, trained in creative writing. Yeah, beautiful. Just giving me chills all over. Because I'm trusting the messages that I'm getting, but I just like a little confirmation in these settings. Because I feel like I'm still learning a bit more about my gifts and abilities too. Interesting. It's so funny I'm tuning into someone who's a creative writer because today is supposed to be my creative writing day as I'm coming on here, but I'm getting inspiration from the artists, which is great. All right, Melissa, you might be a great person to subscribe here as well, so you can become a part of our community. So, Indy, um, keep pursuing, that work that you're doing, because that's also going to attract, again, like-minded people who are like spiritually aligned for you. Okay, you're also going to get chills when you meet the right people, and that'll also be like a sign for you. Oh, I can trust this person. All right. So again, you know where you're meant to go. That was your question. Devil's Club, reclaim power. Absolutely, right? So standing your ground with these toxic people too, put them back in their place. Okay? Put them back in their place. Okay, perfect, Melissa. Fertility. Ooh, like that card too. This is a very healthy journey for you, okay? Get excited about it. Make sure the more excited you get, the easier it's going to be. Okay, so feel into that new place. All right. Any other last questions, Indy? Let me know. Oh, my stomach just moved too. Make sure you enjoy like the culture of all the food. Not sure if you're a foodie too. I can't help but feel like you like, I don't know, you're attracted to chefs, culinary arts. Maybe any other last questions as we finish up your reading here? You are very patient even though you're getting the patient card. So again, maybe that's the impatience of the others around you that you need to kind of set straight a little bit. So a couple little unhealthy boundaries, dear, for you. If you watch my YouTube channel, or check out my YouTube channel, underneath videos, you'll see the cord cutting part 1. In the description of that one, I have a boundaries blog and also video talking about that. You might find you get a little extra insight or just inspiration, even if you know those things, just healthy reminders in the back of your head. So reclaiming your power makes sense. Children in France. I'm not surprised because you had the fertility card and I was feeling like really good vibes. And we're also talking a little bit about food, nutrition. You have great ethics as well. I meant to tell you that. And I'm just hearing to share your dream, with other people. So yeah, I definitely feel that way. That energy looks good for you. Okay, I love that. Perfect. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm going to get out of your records. And maybe just sit with this energy I'm feeling like after your reading to, where you like to write. Maybe it's just sit and allow that energy to flow in a bit with inspiration. Last card as we get out of your energy, celebration. Celebration. Love that. I love it when I get to do really positive readings. Sometimes when I'm working with people who are like new to the spiritual world, it's a bit different. I have to add in healing. But with you, where you have all this beautiful, creative, talented energy, it's more just telling you like you're good. Just put those people, put those people's energy where it belongs. Okay. You're welcome. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm feeling a little emotional because that's what life's about, right? It's a roller coaster ride, but when we've done a lot of work and we're a good soul, it's if all your concerns are that other people are toxic, or you know, family stuff, it's not that big of a deal, right? These are just things that you get to up level in and continue to learn and follow your dreams for you. And so don't forget to stay inspired and keep that creativity flowing, okay? All right, guys, I don't see anybody paying for a reading or a session. You guys saw what I was hoping you'd get to see is the difference between one person to another for like the same price and just different energies. And how that's how I work. It's always different. So when people ask me all these questions, what's it going to be like? I don't know until we actually do it. And also the next time it'll be different, right? So if that person that just got their reading, Indy, got another one, right? We could do it completely different, and she'd get lots of benefits too. Okay, so starting Monday, I'm going to have different services available, so you can try different things. Okay, so thanks so much, guys, for being here. I'm going to take off and get back to work. Bye for now.